Are you struggling to get your protein in, and do you love coffee? Well, I may have a solution for you. This is the Javvy Protein Coffee. I am so excited to try it today because you might know I'm in the gym every single day trying to get those gains. And so I'm always trying to optimize my protein. And I've been seeing this Javi Proffee everywhere on my feed. I'm really excited to give it a go because it has only 70 calories. It is coffee. It's like basically like a normal cup of coffee. And then it also has 10 grams of protein per serving. So that sounds incredible. We're gonna try it a couple different ways because I love like taste testing in all different manners. So one option I'm gonna do, I've got this shaker cup here. We're gonna shake it up with some water. So maybe you're on the go, you need something quick. Let's see how that works out. Then I'm also gonna try it with some milk. Maybe you're having a latte moment, you're at home, you're relaxing. So we're gonna try it in a couple different ways so that we can see like how does it taste, how does it come together? You know, we gotta put it to the test, honestly. So first things first, I actually am just opening it for the first time. Giving it a smell. It smells good. I have the French vanilla kind here. I actually thought this would be good because then if I want to try other like creamers and stuff down the line, like today we're gonna just try it as is, but you know, if you want to add some coffee me or like I really love the Chobani coffee things, coffee creamers, then we can play around with different flavors and it's not going to be like too strong from the get-go. I don't think. I don't know. I haven't tried it. All right, I'm digging out the scooper. That's like my least favorite thing when I'm trying, like when I have a new protein is like getting the scooper out, but it wasn't too deep in there. Also, I'm really liking that it's this like pouchy thing because I feel like that's gonna go in my cabinet really easily. Okay, so you can kind of see like the crystals of the coffee in there, and then I don't know if the rest of it is just like the protein. That's what I'm guessing. So one scoop is gonna go in my shaker cup. This is gonna be for my water. So this is like for my on-the-go girl. If you really need something like fast, you just hit the gym and you want like a little protein kick after, you want a little caffeine to, you know, give you that little boost. And then my other one, I'm gonna do with the milk, like we're home, we're relaxing, you know, we want a little more of that me time moment. So this is giant, but this is just 8 ounces of water that I pre-measured. So we'll pour that in there. We're gonna give it a little shaky shake shake. This is just my like normal everyday burn boot camp shaker. You can see it's turning more coffee-like. Yeah, so it seems like it's mixing pretty quick. Like there's a couple little crystals, but it's actually mixing a lot quicker than my normal protein powder. Okay, so you should put this on ice, but you know, like we're on the go. We don't have ice. We're going for it. Ooh, that's really nice. It's definitely sweet enough where like I don't feel like it's missing anything. It's funny because it says to mix with milk if you want it more creamy, but something about it, like I'm not saying this is creamy as is, but I don't know. There's always like that bit on the cap that I think is gonna like get on my face. That is like good. I feel like I could totally just drink that on the go with water. So that could be really handy. Like you could just put a couple scoops in like a container and just have it, and then you get your water from the gym. But like, let's say I just want to try it with water. Maybe I have some ice, or maybe I don't know, just don't want extra calories from milk, right? Because 70 calories is really good. Yeah, I definitely like it on ice. It just makes it a little bit colder. So, I mean, I'm like a weirdo, and I've even put ice in a mason jar before and then like mix something and put the ice in after. So definitely plain water is 100% an option, and I like it. But we're home, we want to be a little more bougie. So option number 2 is 8 ounces of milk. So this is the Fairlife milk, mostly 2%, but I only had like 6 ounces of that, so I added 2 ounces of the 1% because that was what I had. So what if we want to do a frother at home? Obviously it's thicker because we have milk too. My light keeps going out. Let me get a different, I'm gonna get a different plug-in for it. We're back. My light keeps going out. There's something funky about this ring light. All right, so it is mixing so well with the frother. So I would definitely recommend either method. You know, however you want to mix it, it's gonna mix pretty well, very easily. Like, there's literally no chunks. That is amazing. It's perfect. Okay, so we're at home. We've got the ice. Ooh, I like how it's like a little frothy on top. And the Fairlife milk is gonna give it some more protein on top of that. So if you just wanna do 1 serving, you get your 10 grams of protein, and then it's up to you, like whatever milk you're using, if that's gonna add more protein or not. That's so good. If you're a latte lover, I would suggest going with the milk, but you definitely don't have to. I think the non-milk version, it's just lighter actually. Like without milk, if you just do water, it's gonna be like a little bit more refreshing. So I feel like I was saying, if it's after the gym and you want like a little pick-me-up, get your protein in, and you also just want that little caffeine boost, I think without the milk is gonna be a lot better, because sometimes like after a workout, like I don't want that like you know how like milky protein shakes can just be like mwah, like, you know what I'm saying, like I don't even have to say. So if you're after your workout, you just want something kind of like refreshing, I definitely would recommend just plain water. But if you want that like decadent, I'm having a moment, I'm having a latte, like more of a desserty, yummy treat, then I think the milk is gonna be the way to go for that. So it's delicious both ways, and I think it just kind of like depends on how you're feeling, like, because I feel like coffee is really one of those things that it's like an emotional thing, like not an emotional thing, but like it's very tied to like how I'm feeling. Like I take a sip and it makes me happy, or I take a sip and it makes me feel comfy and cozy. Like I think for the Javi Proffee, you can also kind of have that kind of more emotional connection of like, you know, I want to be refreshed, I want to feel alive, or oh, I want to feel like I'm like taking a moment for myself. So I really love how versatile it is. And I also think this vanilla, the French vanilla that I got, the flavor is delicious on its own, but it's also light enough. I feel like you could add, like, say you're feeling like fall time, you want some pumpkin spice, you could add your own creamer. If I was gonna add creamer, I would definitely do the water option, because I think if you do milk and then creamer as well, I mean, maybe you really like a really creamy coffee, but I think that would just be like a little too much, because definitely with the 2% milk, it's like very full body. very delicious, very desserty, like I was saying. So you could do like pumpkin spice creamer, the Chobani, they have like a cookie dough one that is like delicious. So you could do like a cookie dough moment. You also like could dress this up. Like I could see putting a little whipped cream on top, maybe even like an Oreo on top, like a little Oreo crumble would be super delicious. I was just editing my vlogs when I was like really obsessing over my cookies and cream protein powder, and I just like couldn't get enough of putting either the, you know, that like cold foam creamer or a little whipped cream and then like crumbling an Oreo. I think that would be delicious, like if you really want to feel more decadent. But I mean, you're starting off like 70 calories is such a good base where you can add your milk, you can add just like a little whipped cream or something like that, and it's still not going to be like anything too insane. So I'm actually impressed more than, I don't want to say more than I was expecting. So fun story, I have worked with Javvy once in the past. I got their cold coffee concentrate, and it's delicious. I actually wanted to bring it on a trip with me, but the bottle is glass, which is nice. I like a glass bottle, but I was afraid of it breaking in travel, so I didn't. But I really love their products so far, everything I've tried, and it like actually tastes like real coffee, which I think is important. If you do love coffee, then you want it to have that real coffee taste. So I actually had high hopes. So I'm so glad that Javvy did reach out to partner for this video so that I could try their protein coffee. I really had fun trying it different ways, and I'm excited for, you know, potentially future recipes. I just literally, as I was saying that, I just thought of, for the holiday time, like peppermint mocha would be so good, and all you'd have to do, like you could just add a little drizzle of a chocolate sauce, a little dab of your, you know, peppermint extract. Like how stinking good would that be? And that, like, now we're talking dessert. I'm just like, I feel like the options are endless. Again, 70 calories, 10 grams protein. I would love to just do probably 2 scoops so you can get your 20 grams with some ice after my workout. Like that sounds so refreshing to me, to get my 20 grams of protein in, you know, after a leg day, after an arm day, or a full body day, whatever they're doing with us. It's got 0 grams of sugar, but there's no artificial sweeteners, which is important to me. Some of my whey protein has artificial sweeteners, and that's something that I normally try to avoid, but it's just hard to find good tasting things out there. So I love that Javvy has found a way to make a delicious Proffee without using anything artificial. I also love it contains prebiotics, so it's going to be a little more gut healthy, and you don't have to mix it with milk and water like traditional cow's milk. You could use almond milk, you could use oat milk, coconut milk, like whatever kind of milk you desire, just to really make it your own. And it also has, I'm just noticing this like little QR code for recipes, which I'm like getting excited just thinking about, because as I've been talking through how I'm going to use my Javi Proffee, I've been thinking of all these ideas. Even like maybe you want to do for the pumpkin, like a little pumpkin puree. I just saw Savannah Mills did a recipe using pumpkin puree for a pumpkin latte. So how delicious would that be? Like, honestly, I feel like the options are endless. This contains 20 servings. So if you're doing a single serving, that's 20. Or, I mean, I'm probably gonna double up. Like after we finish, I'm probably gonna combine these together and drink them together. So this is super awesome. I do have a discount with Javvy that I'm going to put below in the link to pick yours up today. They're always doing really great deals too, like bundles and stuff. So check out their site for more information about the different flavors. like I said, for me, I really wanted to do the French vanilla because I wanted like a base that I could add other flavors to in the future. But there are some delicious flavors on the site that I do hope to check out in the future. So thank you, Javvy, for partnering up. I'm really happy that I got to try this, and I can tell it's gonna be a staple because I am a coffee lover and I am a protein girly. So I really enjoyed this. I hope you all enjoyed this video as well, and seeing kind of different ways that you can make your Javi Proffee. And subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Have a great day. Stay positive. Bye.